Hello everyone, are we ready for this? I hope we are, and "we" being a loose term. I hope I'm ready for this. How is everyone? There is a ton of people in the chat. This is evening streams. We don't do this very often, so this is awesome. Let's see. How about some clapping? I like clapping. All right. Let's see. Who we got? Bo is here. Techie Dad. Robbie Mack. Charlie Bowen. Sholm is here. Hello. Shane from Prusa Research is here. John Rowley is here. Hello. Justin 3D. Jake from State Farm. Jake Matt is here. Mr. Buttram Ryan is here. John Mack is here. Patrick is here. Shenanigans Sean, how are you? Casa de Lacos Tony, hello. Minnesota Maker, that is Greg. This is a test if I know everybody's name, which I don't know all of them. Beatles Cubert is here, welcome. How I Do It, Matt is here. TK, I believe, is Turkan's 3D Tanks, TK, right? Bantalara, hello, welcome. Sonic Alchemy and Makerspace, James is here, hello. Rue is here. Mad Mike is here, welcome. D is here. Ronnie Lamore. There's a ton. Dean is here. Nappin is here, welcome. Mike Wiley is here. I can't keep up. Mike, Never Let the Machines Win is here. Joe Paddock is here. Bryce is here. Let's see who I'm at. Tim is here. Pathwell Products Ed is here. Lucifer is here. Watch out for that guy. Stephen Lightspeed. Hello. Ivo is here. Chris Self is here. Nuru is here. David Olson. TechnoGeek 3D is here. There's a ton. Jackie Riley is here. Welcome. I know you. Adrian Lawyer is here. Mitch 3D. Mike Hutchins. I think I got everyone. Now Chris Riley now on Twitter. Hello, how are you? Jesse Foreman's here. Hello, James Hudson is here. So, today is the first installment of the Snappy build. If you saw the intro video last week, the Snappy is almost completely 3D printed, like 80% or something like that. And I, as in usual fashion, Carl Brown is here. Knack, hello. Solomon Ahmad is here. Hello. So it's really 3D printed. I have to throw in some parts. Now, I have not planned for this. I have not read the manual. I haven't looked at it. Print and Play James tried to feed me some notes, and I wouldn't take them. So I'm going to try to source parts out of just my parts pile. I haven't ordered anything special for this. And we'll just see how it goes. I have no idea. But how I do it? No, you weren't snubbed, unless you're talking about somebody else. 3D Medic Vince, hello, how are you? Jake from State Farm had a question last week or earlier in the week. Could you print a full Snappy on an FK1? And Diana's here, hello, how are you? That's a great question. How big is the FK1? 1200 by 400? As Glenn's friend, I should know that. But I think it's 1200 by 400. So I think the first thing we should do is lay everything out and just see how much area it takes to print it. While I read the chat. Now see, these stand up on their end, so that's not too bad. So I printed this on 4 different machines, all in PETG, and it's 7 different spools of filament. Because some of them I only had half spools and I just ran through them. You'll notice some of these are multiple colors, like that. But I am kind of curious, what kind of area does this take up? Some of these are a little fuzzier than they should be. Brian Vines is here, hello. This is IC3D Fun King Yellow, by the way. I said fun. I printed out some of these wire loops. I don't think they're really all that useful. Nothing a zip tie can't handle. There is a lot of parts, I have to tell you. I did, the only thing I did pull out before this is I didn't know how many micro switches I had, but it turns out I have a couple that were already wired up. So that's good. Because I figured it wasn't going to use the PCB type. It would probably just use the micro switch. And that was really the only thing that I wasn't sure that I had very many of. Walter is here. Walter, I came down here and you tried to video call me. I don't know if that was an accident or if you were trying to get me on your show. But I was eating. 99 watching me destroy this printer build. Hello, those are Chinese or Japanese characters. I wish I could pronounce that, but hello, how are you? Teresa is here. Hello. Whatever Maker is here. Michael Cassell is here. I think that's how we ended up with the pronunciation on that. It was a pre-game interview. Nice. I'm going to run out of space here really quick. Most of this is drag chain. Like, I'm just going to have to pour all that out. But mind you, if you could print all of this on an FK1, if one thing failed, that would be the worst day in 3D printing history. Nick, what is a Snappy? Welcome to the stream, by the way, Nick. Snappy, I will say, actually, those of you that want to follow along at home, a Snappy is an 80% 3D printed 3D printer. This is the manual, the assembly manual for the Snappy that I will be following. The Judy Pate is here. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. But thank you for watching. 85%. I knew it was something 80, 83, whatever, but there is a lot of printed parts, I can tell you that. Just by looking at this, it's going to be close. Now, some of these I printed, but they probably didn't need to be printed. I printed some heated bed parts because I do have some PCBs. So I thought maybe we give that a shot. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm kind of wondering how this is going to go. I have really no clue. I kind of, with printed stuff, when you're building printed stuff, I always envision lots of breaks and snaps and stuff. That's how my stuff goes anyway. So we'll just see. I built this out into 3 days, so hopefully I could recover. Like if I broke apart, then I could reprint it overnight or something. But maybe we'll get it the first time. Or it'll fail miserably. Or we'll be working on this until Sunday. So, I don't know how many people, I don't even have my YouTube thing up. Let's look. There's 100 people watching. Okay, so that is great. Thank you for joining me this evening. We have a mission. Anybody, and I probably ought to catch up on chat. 93 for 1,000. That's exactly what I was going to talk about, Walter. So, Walter Country 3D his channel is almost a year old now, and he is at he's 93 subs away from 1,000. And Walter, you have admin rights. Please feel free to publish your channel link in the chat, because if you do not subscribe to Walter at Country 3D, please do me a huge favor and go do that right now. You won't be sad by signing up with Walter, because he always has a good story to tell you that's very entertaining. You never miss out on that. So please, and I will be mentioning that through the week. I'll mention that a couple of times today. But if you don't know Walter, you should sign up, subscribe to him, and get to know him. Very good dude, personal friend of mine. I have met him in person several times, talked to him on the phone occasionally when I answer, because I'm not a very good friend, but he knows that, so it's okay. Yeah, most of you are already going to be in with the country club, but if you join and you are not, please consider giving him your subscription, because he does a lot of good things. I'm never going to get all these parts out of here. All the rest of this is odds and ends, and it's all wire stuff. I don't care about that. There's a lot of cable chain pieces. But I would like to see Walter get to 1,000. He deserves it. Nick just subscribed. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. Okay, what did I miss? There's Walter's suit. Go definitely check Walter's link out. Colin Hill is here. Hello. Not G10. Excellent. Great sub. A1 in your book. That's right. You're welcome, Walter. That's the least I can do, buddy. Caesar is here. Caesar, if you don't know, he won the Ender 3 for the 5,000 sub giveaway, and he got it today. So not building until next week. Oh, that's the worst when you have printers and you can't build them right away. John Trolling for Dollars is here. Hello. John got to meet Walter in person. He was just out in Arizona. 3D printing newbie, how are you? How many parts did I print? I'm not sure what the number is on these parts. I printed them all. How long did it take to print? That's the better question. Yeah, drones and 3D printing. Awesome. Chad Williams, what's up, man? How you doing? Anthony Williams, how are you? Called the beginning-ish. Yeah, we're just getting started. $917, come on, we can do this. We got 3 days. I got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday streams, and I'm doing 2 streams on Sunday. So we're going to have Walter there. I can feel it. We're going to get Walter there. Yes, a lot of these. Hey, Ron, Canadian Maker Project. All of this was printed by me on 4 separate machines. I was printing 24/7, probably not on all 4 machines 24/7. Most of the time just 2, maybe 3, once in a while 4. I printed 24 hours a day for around 8 days. And I would say total 4.5 rolls of filament maybe, because I used different pieces, as you can see. 4.5, maybe close to 5. I had a couple of failures, as you usually do. So it was a lot of printing, I can tell you that. Show you how it's done. No words to say. Well, I wish I had a better machine to show you how it was done, but Maker Wayne is here. That is a lot of parts. After for free, nice. Yes, James, it is late for you in the UK. I appreciate you for stopping in, though. Thank you very much. Jeff Foder is here. Hello. $922. We're gonna get this, Walter. We got this. We got this. From Jersey, Channel Islands. Can't wait to see the build. Yes. Okay. So, just rough estimate. Rough estimate. So what he say it was? It's 400 by 1200? I don't think so, Glenn. I don't think there's any way you could ever print a Snappy in one go. Because his would be, his printer is from like here to here and then about this deep. So you could do it in 2 goes, easy. So there you go. There's your answer, Jake from State Farm. You can't do a Snappy in 1 go on an FK1. Germany for James. Nap in Sweden, yes, correct. I remember that now. Belt printer. I know. Ryan's got a great point, Mr. Buttram. That would be awesome. We were talking about that the other day, I think. But think of the time lapse. If you could print one of these, you just lapse the whole thing for like 14 days, and you print one of these on a belt, and it just kept feeding them off. Amazing. Big enough to hold a 42? I don't think so. I think 200 is as big as you're going to get, but we'll find out. Yeah, FK2, there you go. 10,000 subs and give away the Snappy. I would feel terrible if I gave you a Snappy. I'm going to give you the Snappy that the Snappy prints. And that's my goal, by the way. I would like to take this Snappy and print another one just to see what it was like. So I don't even know where we start. Let's take a look at the manual, I guess. It says it wants me to assemble some motors. So we need to find some motors. And we need to find some screws. I got a bunch of screws. I'm gonna run out of table. Motors. So I have a couple of sets. Is there a particular size? I'm guessing it wants standard steppers. 42s, maybe? I got some 42s, I got some 38s. I probably have some smaller ones, some 32s. I might have some 25s. Let's start with 42s. Because they're supposed to set inside here. And I would guess standard is 42. Yes, that's pretty close to a 42. So let's start there. No, this would be big enough for a 42 bed. No, I don't believe so. I think 200 is as big as you're going to get, but we can find out. I mean, you might be able to extend this pretty easy. This is a full set of 42s, I believe. Gotta make the donuts. Right on, Sean. Take it easy, man. And so I have a couple of different types, but the clearance on these is not going to allow, well, let's find out. Where's the other kind? So what I'm talking about is you have the motors, yeah, like this one. So you have the motors with the white plug, right, that are removable on the motor side, and then you have the ones that are permanent, that have the little square plug. But they are flush. And I don't think this configuration would allow for that plug. In fact, I know it won't. There's no way you could angle that in there without breaking that part. So I think if you're going to build one of these, you're going to have, unless you want to make some mods, you're going to have the flush mount kind that don't remove. And that's what these are. So let's go with these. I think this is the winner. And also I thought about, let's see. What's this get us? So this is right here. I don't know how annoying that's going to be, but you might be able to actually see what I'm building somewhat like that. So there you go. A Molbot printer? I don't even think I know that. Don't forget your towel. You have a 42? 42s are great. Love them. The iMic, hello, I know who you are. How are you? Thanks for joining the stream. Silvio, I think I just talked to you in the comments today. How are you, Silvio? Okay, so the first thing it wants you to do is press some M3 nuts into these gears. And I printed these, again, everything is PETG. I printed these at 50% infill, as it said to do. I don't know how this is going to go, but we'll give it a shot. I should probably check and make sure that there's no burrs on these before I go to the printed everything, even the belts. Wow. Ah, yeah, I did see that. I didn't know that's what it was called. But isn't that the one where he's considering, like, he's going to bring it to Murph or something, but then he's going to consider releasing the plans? How easy it blows up during assembly. Yeah, I'm pretty... This was done just because I don't have a whole lot of hope for it. This kind of started as a joke. Ricky Tanner was talking about Snappies. And he's like, well, can't you just keep replicating? Just, you Snappy builds a Snappy, builds a Snappy. And I'm like, you know what? We're going to find out. So it kind of started as a joke on a stream. And then, I said I was going to do it, and then I kind of had to. So we'll see how it goes. Pressing these in is going to be, because the higher the percentage of infill, especially coming in from the bottom, it's going to make that part a little tight. A little bit. It's just... .48-ounce steppers are better. Bringing it to Murph. There you go. We can harass him at Murph and see if he'll give us the plans and the STL files. You want to vote on it? I don't think it'll be blowing up in the first 30 minutes. Now, maybe tomorrow that might be a fair bet, depending on how far I get today. So I figured we'd go for a couple of hours each night. So I'd try to start putting it together, maybe get some of it together tonight, and then we'll just follow up. We'll just pick up where we left off the next couple of days and just see how it goes. But mostly, hang out with you all. Because I don't get to do that in the evenings very often. And Walter he usually does 2 hours. He cut his stream short today, just so you could all come attend this. That was awful nice of him. He didn't have to do that, but it's nice of him. We can hang out here. Sergio is here. Hello, Sergio. How's everything going? 3D Printing World. Hello. Is that your design? The Molebot? Is that you? That would be a pretty cool build. I definitely want to talk to you at Murph. Murph seems so far away. All right. Well, that's done. Just the Chris Riley. If you weren't on last Sunday's stream, they started calling me the Chris Riley. John, how are you? It's going good so far. Going good. See you later, Matt. You think you'll get the CR10? The stock, the original CR10, I can't speak for all the other ones, because there's like 10 different ones now. The stock CR10, I've still got one. I love it. I've never had any problems with it, especially for the money. It just works. There's a bunch of us had those. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining the stream. I've heard a couple of people talk about that printer, so you're gaining popularity. I would love to see other people start building it. That's awesome. Greg the Great is here. The Chris Riley, that's right. Awesome. I'm glad you liked the content. I'm glad the video helped. So what's it say? Okay, those are in. What's this? So we need 12 millimeters. I think I got some of those. Nope, that's not a 12. Those are 12s. Okay, I can do that. I don't even know where my wrench is. I probably left it over there on the other table. I drag tools off, like, you know, constantly. In fact, I'm going to have to go get that. I can't do anything without my Milwaukee Allen wrench. That's my staple. You can come with me. Didn't take very long for me to disappear today. Twelve's looking all right. I think that'll grip. I think we're good. 924. Walter's coming up. I'll keep working on it, Walter. We're gonna get it. Oh, Sergio's got a box coming my way. Awesome. I always enjoy things coming my way. We'll have to check it out. I got some stuff I have to send out as well. It's not a staple, it's an Allen wrench. You are correct, Maker Wayne. I don't know if I said hi to you. Hello, Maker Wayne. No, there's no, there is actually no point really in building one of these except for just to build one. I've seen it forever. Snappy 1.0, I don't know when he started creating that, but it was a while back. And I've always heard, well, the Snappy is the most printed printer, blah, 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 blah. So no, there's no absolute reason to do this other than just to say you did it. And that's all we're doing. Yeah, my basement's very tidy and organized. It's organized into large piles of stuff. I can tell you that. I wish somebody would show me. It wouldn't matter. I was going to say I wish somebody would help me organize. It wouldn't matter because I would trash it instantly or never find anything ever again. It's a staple if you shove it hard enough. Anything's a hammer. Ivan Miranda style. Okay. They don't give you any sort of indication of how far that motor or that gear is supposed to go on this motor shaft. So we'll wing it. Yes, this is all PETG. I thought it would be good to just go with PETG for the first one. I don't know if that's true or not, but since it snaps together, I thought PETG might be the way to go. We're gonna find out. This might be a total bust. I've had printer fails before. Don't start, Teresa. Actually, it's pretty funny. Imagination to form. Hello, how are you? Just use a real hammer. Gotta love some Ivan. Ah, man, those are gonna be a nightmare. My printers would be afraid to fail. Yeah, I wish that were true. That is, I don't know about that. Let's just try the other one just to see what happens. Having 50% infill, I don't know if that was such a good idea. And these are printed on printers that are pretty well tuned, so I wouldn't say they were over extruded or anything. But it being PETG, I'm guessing these were all intended to be printed with PLA. Because that's pretty much the running material. So that might make a difference in this build. Or these motor shafts have burrs on them. That's also a possibility. We could hammer it on. Chuck Norris style. Your reputation precedes you. It might snap apart too. You got that right. Shane with the Chuck Norris joke. Snafu. I don't think I have a vise big enough to compress this. Because that's what I'd normally do if nobody else was watching. But I don't think this one will go big enough. This is a very, very small little vise. Oh, it's real close, but I don't think so. If I had a C-clamp, I guess I could heat them up. Nothing in our home is organized yet. I know how that feels. For what's in the camera, yeah. Actually, this is probably the messiest area. Well, the floor is pretty messy, I have to say. It is full of printed stuff. Now, this is going to be terrible on the stepper motor. And if it still works after I do this, I'll be amazed. Don't try this at home, kids. What I did was I put a slug in the back to hold the motor shaft. Probably shouldn't do this on this table. Now let's just give it a little tap. One moment. Those are never coming off of there. Hopefully they don't need any adjustment. Broken part number 1. Heat up the shaft. That's not a bad idea. They just need a little encouragement. Like I was saying, I'm putting a slug on the back, so try not to completely mess up the shaft in there. Didn't sound good, huh? Okay, so they're on there with about 3 millimeters of gap. There's a lot of gear on there, so I'm hoping they're never coming off, I can tell you that. I'm hoping that is enough to get us by. Okay, I'm fine with that. Tappa tappa, just a little tap. Step 1, break everything. Always be careful with the shaft. But in fact, I gotta take that slug out of there before I forget. That's one thing nice about being in the basement. You can always use the floor. Tappa tappa, just tap it in. We're already a half hour in, I haven't got anything done. Okay. So these set in these carriages. These deal. I like this blue. I do a pretty entertaining build, I have to say. And the wire's set to one side. And where they show a wire gap. Nah, it just kind of runs out the side there. So that's good. So we'll pull this through. These do have 1 meter of wire, I believe. Hopefully that's enough to get to the control board. If you haven't seen a Snappy, Snappies are rather large. They take up a lot of real estate. Ballpoint Pen is here. How are you? Hopefully I haven't missed too many people. This is like the ultimate in 8-head upgrades. So if you're printing one of these, maybe size up these gears just a little. 1% maybe. This is the part that kind of worries me, because these motors going in kind of stretch that part a little. Man, but they fit good. I can say whoever modeled this, the guy that made this, modeled it really well. He must have went through a ton of iterations on it. So these slide along these tracks, and it hits that gear. It might need to go down just a little bit further. It just clears. Can you, I don't know what you can see and what you can't. That camera might work out for us. I might have to start doing that more, but you can see it is just right on the top there. I wonder if that other one's any shorter. I got them pretty close to the same. Let's go with that. I don't. I have no extra parts. That actually has to be kind of precision for a 3D printed printer. I don't know, that might be as good as we're going to get. We'll go with it. Okay. One Bad Marine, hello, how are you? Marcelo, hello, how are you? Super glue. I have super glue. That's the plan. If we break something, we'll try to reprint. Endstop switch. I was really hoping that they would have designed this for the PCB type, because I have a lot better luck with those. Sounds scratchy. They tell you to use mineral oil and everything. I have some of that. I don't know where I put it. We'll worry about that later. We'll worry about it. I got some 3-in-1 over there. That'll work. Okay. Endstop switch. They want it to go in the front with the arm up, but they want you to pull the wires back through. Easier said than done. I'm not even sure how these are wired. Hopefully they're what is the outer one? If the lever's up, that means it's open. And the inner one is if the lever's closed, that means it's open. Is that how that works? I don't ever remember. I have to look up the diagram. Everything has been just pretty snug so far. I'll be with you in a moment. I have to convince this to go in there. Well, there's our first break. But fortunately, it's an Endstop part. I broke the cap on the Endstop part because it don't want to go in there. But it shouldn't matter a whole lot. We should be okay. Okay. But I do want to pull that back through. Game over, man. Crackle, crackle. That's one nice thing about having a really 3D printed printer. Just glue it. It'll be fine. In fact, I might just go ahead and glue that right now. Gotta love the duct tape. Industrial job site's nice. PTFE Superlube. I wish I had some. I can't find that anywhere locally. I have to order it. And it's not the cheapest thing in the world. I always forget to order some. It's gonna work beautiful. CA glue, super glue, doesn't necessarily work awesome on PETG. It works. And drink. That's right. It's not named Snappy for nothing. Yeah, I gotta get some. Torch time. Yeah, were you here for the last torch time? It's gonna be a long week. It might be. It might be. Okay, rail assembly. Where do they show? Nope. Where do they show where those wires run? I need some zoom here. There we go. So the Endstop is on the side. Yeah. Yeah. As such, we're gonna have to move some crap. I think I need this. Or one of these. So this is my first snap part. Not breaking snap, but snapping it together part. And I believe those are the right ones. Okay. Does it really just snap? Well, it kind of does. Impressive. Well, there you go. How about that? I don't know if my glue's working yet. It'll be fine. "32 days? TJ, how are you?" Parker Brown, how are you? Parker just built one of these. I was on his stream for a little while. WD has PTFE spray. I've never seen that. If you didn't know, I have a mild addiction to Starlight Mints. Mild addiction. I know, I need to get some 3D gloop. I have not ordered any yet. I need it. Snap, Crackle, Pop. Rice Krispies. I know. Heat it up, all that good stuff. Mad Mike was on that stream with me. We might get down to that. You're welcome. I'm glad you were well. Okay, we're there. Next, we need, so there's bed holders, these things, and they go on so many of these parts look alike. This thing? Nope. This thing? Yes. And then there's some screws that go in there. So maybe. Yeah. I'm just as impressed as you are. And then these things screw in there. Why different colors? Because I was using every scrap of PETG that I could find. I had a bunch of about 5, 6, 7 different rolls that were already open. I figured I'd just go ahead and use them. What's the goal for this stream? 2 hours. We'll build for 2 hours and see how far we get. And then I'll be back tomorrow. So that looks right, I think. Actually, I think it's backwards. No? No, that's good. Okay, we got that. And then we need one of the Z-track things. Where's the other one? Let's use a red one. Make it look all kinds of weird. I can't believe those actually snap together. That's craziness. Okay. Ben from Texas, hello, how are you? Christopher Travis. 145 watching. Wow. Everybody really wants to see me build a Snappy. And then that piece goes on, because these are what hold the bed. I'm led to believe. So that piece goes like this. Maybe I need to stop doing Sunday morning streams and start doing them in the evening. More people have the chance to come by. There we go. Okay. So now we slide this thing on there. From this direction. Now, if I were going to put some grease on this, this would be the time to do that. I believe this has PTFE in it. It does. It's 3-in-1, but it does have PTFE. So, let's see how messy we can make this project. Make it snappy. Thank you, Brian, for the first pun of the evening. I don't want to open it too much because this stuff runs everywhere. Come on. You need a boss button, Pete. Well, thank you for listening, Pete. We're there with you. I tend to watch a little bit at the office as well. First is Brian. I don't think Brian was the first, but Brian does have some good puns. Grease on the bar, ton on... Well, that's what I'm trying to avoid because I do the same thing. Ton on everything else. One spot of grease, you can walk it for like 10 miles. How about... It's actually kind of down. It would be down in there a little bit, but yeah. And printed parts kind of soak up the grease a little bit. They're not necessarily all that watertight. But we'll see. See how long it takes me to spill that. Okay, it's supposed to go on like this. Oh, the grease helps. Muy bueno. But it doesn't really clear that carriage. Well, maybe it does. Sounds like a zipper on a coat or something. I don't know if that motor's strong enough to push that or not. PETG doesn't really wear much either. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, the hammer might be coming out again, but this time I'll break plastic parts. It actually fits pretty well in that slot. Holy crap, that's a lot of parts. You got that right, John. How you doing, man? You can't watch for 24 days. Glue for prints. I've used a handful of different things. I've been using Gorilla Glue. It's just CA glue. It seems to work okay, but you know, super glue, really, the only real luck I have with super glue is sticking my fingers together. Okay, and then we need another one of these for the other side. So, to answer your question, I'm not really happy with any of them, although they say that 3D Gloop is amazing, and I've been needing to get my hands on some. I don't have any yet. Where's the other gray piece? Anyone? Gray piece? Or maybe I didn't print it in gray? Oh, there it is. I know. I need some gloop. I need some gloop desperately. If anybody knows anybody at that company, I need them to hook me up. I put those on upside down. Boy, they snap together well, but they don't unsnap. which I guess that's a good thing. Glue's kind of pricey, isn't it? Well, I mean, glue's pricey anyway. Here's where I break it. Come on. Don't fail me now. These green pieces were printed on a printer that I wasn't real fond of. And they were the only pieces printed on that printer, but I'm not going to tell you which one it was. Yeah, like this. We recovered. Boom. What now? Glue is on my way, on the way. Well, that is awesome. Gloop, I don't know if they have a PET gloop or not. CA works okay on PETG, not awesome. Almost 2 a.m. Man, you gotta get to bed so you can go to work. I'll see you on the next one. Definitely, Patrick. Thanks for stopping by. No UFO box. I don't have a UFO box. I think we're doing pretty good. It moves some. We'll just turn up the current on the driver. It'll be fine. There's one little piece on this printed part. Has a little bit of a catch to it. I think that's what's causing the gear to catch just a little bit. I'm pretty amazed that it works this well, actually. All right, let's go on. Okay, then we have some end cap pieces. They are these things. Like so. Mess of wire. Kind of small gear on the motor. They're these 3D printed deals. They attempt a V groove. It's about, I don't know, 20 millimeter or so. And I hammered them on with a hammer. All right, so that's Y. Now X looks to be pretty much the same thing. We just repeat. Yeah. Okay. It's almost midday in Australia. So how many hours is that from like the East Coast and the US, Australia difference? I always wonder that. Only 1 a.m. Thank you for staying up. Yeah, I have a feeling if we, this is going to be the dry run, and then I'll have to go back and glue most of this anyway. I'm not worried. I just want to make sure everything fits. I don't know where my phone went. Don't need it. Okay, Endstop. Up. Yeah. It's pretty much exactly the same thing going on here. 142 people watching. That's awesome. So while there are 142 people watching, diameter, they're much larger than a standard gear would be. I mean, I've seen gears that big, but nothing I would have standard. Right, middle, yeah, upward middle in the gear. Right, they have to be exactly on that rail, and that's pretty much where it is. I mean, it is... I can't believe I actually got it that close. It's really close to center. Might need a little adjusting. Safety third. 11 a.m. in Brisbane. Almost 12 hours in Sydney. Lego printer, yes. What was I going to say? Okay, Walter from the Country Club, Country 3D. He has a 3D printing channel, and he is so close to 1,000 subs. So if you don't know Walter, if you have not subscribed to Walter, that is not the right link. Walter might still be on here, and he can put up his link. If not, I will find it. Please do me a favor. Go subscribe to Walter at Country 3D because he has awesome content. He does live streaming and hangouts, answers all kinds of 3D printing questions, and is a good friend of mine. And I would love to see him at 1,000 subscribers. He has almost been on YouTube a whole year. And it would be awesome if we could get him. There you go. I almost had it. Thank you. It would be awesome if you would subscribe to Walter and help him out, because it would be killer if we could get him to 1,000. He well deserved for Walter, well deserved. I want to make sure I get him there. I'm going to do my best over the next couple of days, Walter, I promise you. Okay. Endstop. We know that Endstop. Oh man, still awake. I'm not going to break this one. No, we don't want to do that. Need some pliers. Creality hot infix. It won't let you share links, but if they want to go search for your channel, they're more than welcome to. If that's what you're talking about. I think I've talked to you before about fixing something or something, maybe. I don't remember. And don't ever don't ever assume that I know what I'm talking about anything, but you have to. I don't have the biggest subscriber base in the whole world. All my subscribers are awesome, and I really appreciate you. And many of you have great ideas and really help me out with builds and things like that. But I talk to roughly, I don't know, 30 or 40 people a day in the comments, and sometimes I can't keep them all straight. I do my best, but if you've talked to me and I don't remember, try to give me something that will clue me in. Because Walter can actually attest to that. He had to tell me what he was working on before I remembered who he was when I saw him in person. So I get them all confused, and nowadays I get them really confused because I love helping people, but it's, I can't keep them all straight most of the time. I know, Judy Pate, you were here right at the beginning. And yeah, it has exploded. I can't believe how well the channel has gone. It's so awesome. It's awesome to be here. Victim of Walter the Stalker, yes. He was so excited at Murph. He has such energy, and he had some really cool machines. He had the printed Prusa, I guess it was. Or it was like, I guess technically it's like a Harbo, but it's all printed extrusion. It's amazing. The amazing part is he got it there without breaking it. I would have dropped it or something. You're special. Oh, cool. There is another 2130 video coming out pretty soon that will show you how to move all that around so you can use your LCD and your SD card reader. And that is even cooler than the first video, I have to say. It works so much better now with the newer firmware. You're going to love it. It's great. Okay. Oh, I bet you I just routed that the wrong way. They wanted me to go through the center on that one. Out the back, out the front. No big deal. Because this one has to go down the X carriage. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You're welcome. Because 2208s, you're right. You can go standalone, and they work awesome. You don't have to go do all the fancy stuff if you don't want to. That's the great part about the 2200s. I'm glad you like them. They might be even a little cheaper. I don't know. I think a 2130 they're like 12, 13 bucks a piece or something like that. And when you had to buy 5 of them, that starts to add up. This is going to be a wire nightmare. But every one of my printers is kind of that way. Anything that I built. Come on. Fortunately, I have to look at this to do it. I could watch chat while I do it. I'm afraid I'm going to pull one of these wires loose. There we go. Much better. Okay. Brian C is here. Hello, Brian. He can talk his way into anything. Walter can talk. That's why he's so much fun to have on the Sunday streams. He takes up, he carries the conversation for us while we work on stuff. I use 7 colors, Brian. 7. James is close behind. 2130s are not easy, Chad, but there's a video coming that will make it easier. I promise you. Filament joiner. I know. I need to make a filament joiner. Fernando Pena is here. Hello, I haven't seen you in a while, FP3D. Thanks for joining. A port for ramps ESP32? Brian Calloway is here. Hello. Hey, hey, hey. Okay. We need another one of these. Yeah, you mentioned that it's so many different colors. Usually when I would do a project like this, I would have just bought like 5 or 6 rolls and tried to do it all the same. But I thought, I really need to use some of the filament that I have. So I just went for it. I started grabbing everything I could find. I actually ended up having to buy some more PETG to finish it up because I didn't think I was going to have enough. I ended up having enough, but I ended up buying like 3 or 4 more rolls from IC3D. That's where the Fun King Yellow came from. Okay. Yep. Where's the other one? It's not that one. It's this one. I like this green color. Okay. And then we need another Z thing. This one. It's always like right in front of my face. This is the extruder one. There it is. Satisfying. Very satisfying. All right, Bo. Get some sleep. My bestest customer. I've bought a few rolls recently. I need to get through some of it. 64 more, man. We're going to get it, Walter. I promise you. But by the end of this week, you'll be talking to me on Sunday, and you will have 1,000 subs. I can see it. I can see it. We'll get it. Anything I can do. Okay. What is that? X-sled cable chain something. Oh, it's a cable chain mount. What's that look like? Like this? Maybe? And that goes on some other deal. Very technical. Like that. That goes like... Holds the bottom. Is there one of these like that's reversed? Maybe? Maybe there's more than one type. They're all green. These are the stringy parts. I really don't... It's aggravating. Maybe there's a left and a right. Let's see. What we got? So are these different? Yes. Yes, there's a left and a right one. So that's not it. That's not... Well, nope, wait. Nope. There it is. Like that. Makes you want to snap. James is here. Hello, James. I'm working on it. I probably missed a bunch of stuff. I used 4 printers. 2 were Prusa's, 1 was log, and I printed a couple parts on the Pulse, and then a couple of parts on another printer. Thomas Moraz, hello, how are you? Thanos approved, thank you, Anelson. Alright, that's on. This goes on the Z carriage thing, like so. Not actually the Z. They call it like a, I want to say they call it a Z part, but it's not actually for the Z. It's for both the X and the Y. It's the joiner. And then that slides on, the whole deal like this. Let's put a little grease on it, oil on it. It's gonna go everywhere. It's kind of nice that I don't know if that's good or bad that it soaks into the part. But it does seem to be helping. Like so. And this one clips. It's just about like the other one. Snap, snap, snap. I don't know about that. I think that one's going to need a bit of an adjustment. So far, that's the only really awkward part I've seen, though. Probably getting oil all over me. Let's just... Gotta drive. Adjustment tool. It just needs a little tap. Just a little tap. Nobody look. Close your eyes. I don't want to hit it too hard. See how that fits. The tolerance on it is actually pretty nice. What's that fit like? Might have to do this a couple of times here. Much better. Oh yeah. I think this one needs an adjustment too, because this one's much nicer. I like that. We can scratch some records. This one needs just a little tap. A little tap. How snug is that in there? Because I like that other one way better. Way better. What do we have? I need something fairly large to do this, so I don't completely destroy it. I don't know, 1x2. Let's just wing it. Happy little tap. Really don't want to break it into a million pieces. That would make a sad, sad stream. But you know, probably not that out of the ordinary for one of our streams, right? How about a socket? I bet you a socket would work amazing. Especially if I had one that was bigger than this, but close your eyes, hold your ears. Just another little tap. Ah, yes. Yes, we have done it. We have done it. And we didn't break it. Hey, here you go. Yes. Okay. On with the show. Lithium grease. It might have some lithium after it all gets put together. This is this tappy snappy. Not to start showing your crack. Okay. That's just a danger you might have to take. So this Hmm. Do a what now? That slides, so this... That's interesting. Let's do this. Are you kidding? Serious? Serious? No, why? How are those wires supposed to route through there? Oh, they go right in that cable chain, I guess, huh? And they go on completely on the center one. No kidding. Well, I've seen it all. Or Taffy makes crappy. Alrighty. This comes through there. And then this snaps onto here. No kidding. No kidding. Ah, this is something else. Okay. It's huge. Yeah, these Snappies are monstrous. Yeah, starlight mints are kind of a thing for me, unfortunately. I have never seen a print off a Snappy. This is as much, I watched Parker build some of his Snappy. That's as much as I know about a Snappy. I just knew that it was really 3D printed. I think I've seen them before at like Murph, but not enough to tell you anything about it. Okay. It's on. Fixing the sled. We just need to slide the other section on there. So this one. Yep. I gotta say, that's pretty ingenious. Crazy. Okay. That goes down below. There's another cable chain deal. Like that. And it goes down below in the this one here. Okay. I don't know if the printed lead screws work or not. They thread. Good enough. All right. Salvador, how are you? Yeah, go eat, Walter. It's late, man. I'm not going to be on here forever this evening, but we have multiple days to do this. So we'll be good. We'll be good. We'll get this done this week, though. It's 7:20. I plan on going till about 8. Okay, they want me to put together a bunch of cable chain. I don't like putting together cable chain. See you later, man. Well, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. How much do they want? You need to 13 or 14. Okay. I have 5. Six. Oh yeah. This thing isn't going to print fast at all. But if I can just set it up, if it's quiet, which it should be, if I can just set it up and let it print for days on end, that's what I'll spend my over Christmas. I'll just let it print, and we'll try to build another one. It is closed segment chain. Well, kind of closed. It has a Z gap in the back. Two more. It's I guess it is open segment chain. It's not removable segment. I guess I should say that. Okay. 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 Just do it all the way through. Unfortunately, I have to get up at like 4:30 and go to work, and then work all day. But I will be back tomorrow evening, and probably the evening after that. We'll keep working on this until we get a benchy, no matter what it looks like. Okay. This can go through there. It's starting to look like something now. Oh, don't tell me I put the wrong side on. Oh, you insert words here. You should have looked at that first. No worries. Professional Snappy builder. I don't ever want to be one of those. Oh, we've seen some bad benchies. There's probably quite a few of you that watch Hotends and Extruder. So they set up. They have an extruder for this. It uses an MK8. Not just a toothed pulley. It uses a what's the official hob bolt. And just a regular motor, direct drive. And I am going to be putting a genuine E3D on it, because that's the one I have laying around. In fact, it's right over here. So we'll put that on there. The build plate, they intend for you to use a piece of glass, but they say that you can use a heated bed just fine as well. And I do have both. I've got glass and a thin PCB, and I've got a 3mm aluminum PCB. So I think we'll probably just try glass at the beginning, and maybe work in a heated bed. It is PETG, so I'm hoping that a heated bed for the second Snappy will be PLA. So I'm heated bed, 55 degrees. I'm hoping that'll be okay. print Peak. I should. I still got to work on my Peak setup. Those guys were nice enough to send me a bunch of high temp material. I have nothing to print it on, and no skills to print it. I got to get around to that. Eventually I will. So many projects. Don't snap it, Snappy. Aha! Success. Want to see what I did? Oh. Ah. Lifter assembly. More M3 nuts. I can't afford Peak. They gave me like they cut a bunch off the end of a roll for me and sent it to me because they wanted to see what I'd do with it. And I said, I'm just going to print a benchy. I mean, I can't even do that on Peak. I have some Peak and I have some Ultim, and I have no way of even coming close to printing it yet. That's a build for later. Peak is ridiculous expensive though. The cheapest machine that they sell, Vision Miner, for Peak is $6 grand. But that's a heated build chamber and, you know, fans to not kill you and all that stuff. You know, safety. Psh. Nope, nope, nope. We got it. I'll probably that's pretty much my only choice for Hotends, I think, Mitch, is I'm gonna have to pull that Mosquito off of that one and use it 12. That's pretty much my only option. Yeah, Peak is ridiculous expensive. So is Ultim. There's another real high temp one. What's it? I don't remember the name of it now. It's not up. It escapes me. ASA? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Okay. Awesome. 1.9 is awesome. It's good stuff. It fixes a lot of things. That's one expensive benchy. Mosquito on the Snappy? No. I think E3D is overdoing it. I have a Magnum Mosquito we could put it on here, but I don't think that's a great idea at any time. Now, I think I might just go ahead and glue these lead screws. Because you definitely don't want any lateral pull on a lead screw. I think I might just do the couplers and the lead screws all in one piece. Just glue them. Maybe I should push the couplers onto the motor shaft first. Alien 3D is here. Hello, Josh. How are you? Lanier? hello. They have their own Marlin. They use... I haven't been through the config yet, but I definitely want to. We will go through that together, probably tomorrow, hopefully. But they have their own version, and they use the Extruder 1. I think that's what they intend. I saw that somebody was saying they use 5 stepper drivers, and the only thing I could think of is instead of using 2 ports for the Z, they're using that other driver. Unless I'm wrong and they're using it for something crazy. But somebody said you had to have, the BOM says 5 stepper drivers. That's where I got that from. So, we'll see. These fit much nicer. See you later, the duty paid. Thanks for coming, hanging out with us. I'm doing well, doing well. You know, as good as I can be for printing a snap or building a Snappy. You know, hanging. Everybody seems to be really digging the UFO box. It seems to be awesome. I hear only good things about it. Only good things. These fit a lot better because I'm guessing that they are, I did not print them at 50%. Okay. I say we just go ahead and glue these. Come on. All super glue is good for is gluing the tube closed. And spider webbing. Probably regret that. Bonafide Pirate, hello. It's the bomb. But where is it? Where is it? I have never opened a UFO box. Or is it the other way around? Aria, hello, how are you? Hey there. So it's like an ice cube tray. This has a burr on it, and that won't rotate so well. Cut away from yourself, kids. Safety first. Didn't they like invent super glue for like battlefields, like wounds, quick wound healing or something? So if I impale myself, I'll super glue it up. It'll be fine. What happened? Mad Mike, $5 tip? Awesome, Mike. I don't know, it hasn't even come through on the chat yet, or maybe that was Streamlabs. It was Streamlabs. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. You are awesome. Every day. Excellent. Use your pen every day. Yeah, that's right. I shipped Josh a bunch of stickers and pins. I did have pins and stickers in it. That's right. That's right. Without bloodletting. Band-Aid, yeah, see? I know some. I went to school once. And then these things go together. I have to say, these fit pretty well. I didn't think they would ever fit this good. Tell me I have another one of these. I do. It's just a different color. Hello? Okay. And we need to put some legs on these things, I believe. Seems right-ish. These are your stabilizers for flight when I knock it off the table. Booga baga? Booga booga? I like booga booga better. Mr. Booga, hello, how are you? Never parallel. Yeah, it's like 80 something percent, 83, 85%, something like that. Visual appeal that of all the different colors. Yeah. Funky rainbow. I'm gonna get 2 5-kilo spools and print the other one completely solid and bright orange. "3D printed ramps board." Somebody said that earlier today. I can't wait until he tries to 3D print the main board. I'd try if I could. I'd definitely give it a shot. Now I did see this part of the stream with Parker. I think he just went ahead and glued these parts. So maybe we should do that. Well, we'll start with them unglued. And we'll work from there. I think these are the same. I don't think it's gonna matter any. Motor, Z motor sets in there. We need another Endstop. I've got this one. This one doesn't have any pins on it. I'll have to add some. A pallet 2 and a Snappy. Do it. No, there is zero plan to the color scheme. I just started printing parts with all the filament that I had. I know, that's what Trilling for Dollars was saying. I gotta get some gloop. Here you go. Team Orange. Hashtag. Star Wars fighter. Color changing filament. Yeah. I have a sample of that somewhere. I need to get some more. That's cool. Booga baga. I have some now, but I thought I was gonna run out. I really did. When I think I'm gonna run out of filament, I can't sleep at night. I'm all edgy. Okay. I have to put connectors on this one later. I really don't like putting DuPont connectors on. It's not my favoriteest thing to do, but I guess I will. Fits in there pretty good. Really want it to run down and out the back. Okay. And then these go on top. Like so. See what I mean? This thing's tall. It fits really tight though. It's nice. Where are the motor cables supposed to run for that? They don't really tell you. Hot end. I guess it's dealer's choice, huh? Let's see, where does it make sense where they fit? I think they need to go to the inside. How's my glue doing? Not bad. What printed up crates? I have no idea. A fang? I don't know. Yeah, I'll hold off on gluing for the most part. I think the Z rods were definitely worth it, but we'll hold off. We'll just see how we do. That's a good idea. You've eaten your rabbit food, they just put it in front of you. That doesn't sound awesome. You were eating, you were making oatmeal pies last time I checked. That sounds way better than rabbit food. All right, slide this stuff out of the way for a moment. Now, do they want an end stop on both the towers? I mean, I guess that would help with leveling it out. Seems a little excessive. Paranoid. Come on. Oh, that's because I'm not real bright. All right, this one. It's because the Endstop wire is a lot shorter. Oh, super glue on my finger. Maybe. Okay. Nice. I have but one like to give. Country needs 62 more subs. So. I do it all. I do it all the time. All the time. Walter's a content creator. You think I would know better. I always forget. So it's always appreciated when there's a reminder. Believe me. High moisture, not a good day to print nylon. No, it is not, my friend. I know. Myself to myself. That's all that superglue is good for. So they want Endstop on both these, right? Attach table chain to joiner. Super, it does say super glue these together. Oh, if attachment's wobbly. Okay. Yeah, it says to put a Z Endstop on both. I'm gonna have to make one up. I have some crimps for those types of switches. So duet on it, yeah. 62 more. Walter, put your link up, man, one more time for tonight, and then we'll work on it again tomorrow, I promise you. But Walter, Country 3D, that's Walter there in the chat. He does live streams, almost daily hangouts. If you want to get a hold of some really knowledgeable 3D printing people, please go subscribe to Walter over at Country 3D. We're trying to get him to 1,000. He needs 62 more. So if you would please do me a favor, go subscribe to Walter and pop in on his chat sometime. Hang out with him. It's a good time. It really is. I've known Walter for a while. He's a friend of mine. I would love to see him. He's almost been on YouTube for almost a year. I'd love to see him get 1,000 before that year hits, before his anniversary. That would be killer. So if you want to check out what Walter's got, please go over there and sub. That would be great. Thank you. And I will mention it again tomorrow. And if you come to my streams often, if you come to my streams at all, you'll know I don't say things like that lightly. I don't advertise. I don't do that stuff well or advertise for other channels. It's not that I don't think other channels are awesome, but I do think Walter is well worth 1,000 subscribers. I wouldn't say that unless I meant it. All right. Walter's okay, I guess. Walter is good people. Walter's the kind of guy that'll do anything for you. I'm gonna make this. I have the switch, but I didn't have any connectors for it. So I gotta whip one up real quick. I think, I was getting ready to say, I think I have crimps to fit these micro switches, maybe. Maybe. I don't have room to look over there. These things Will they fit a micro switch? Yeah, it will. Where'd it go? There we go. Okra, I'm on my own. Okay. All right. Fair's fair. Fair's fair. You got the ESP Wi-Fi working on the ramps? Excellent. I have a lot of questions about that setup, and a lot of people struggle with it. I'm glad to hear that somebody got it working. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. But I'm glad you got it working, because people really struggle with that one. That's awesome to hear. I struggled with it. Hopefully I did that right. Yeah, it did. We got this. We got this. Although those connectors might be just a little bit too big for this configuration. I like these connectors, but I think they're going to be too big. Let's smoosh them a little. Yes. Yes. Where's that other motor? There it is. Read system as an Endstop? No, I've never done that. I was trying to find, just this afternoon, I was trying to find the piezo, the Orion piezo. I can only find one person that sells it, and they're in the UK. I'm hoping that like maybe Extruder or there will be a reseller of that item, because I really want one. That looks like something that is right up my alley. We could totally do a tutorial on that thing if I could get a hold of one. That would be perfect for a Delta. Ta-da! Okay. How we doing? It's almost 8 o'clock. So, we have all of the uprights done. We need a cable chain thingy. It's the opposite one. That's like a, those are dual-sided. We might have to reprint some more cable chain ends, because these don't look right. Maybe I was supposed to print multiples of those. we might have to do that. So is there anything loaded? Heck no, there's nothing loaded with PETG. Well, there might be another machine over there that's loaded with it. We'll look. Because these are dual, and that's not correct. But those at least are quick prints. And it would be this color. Not seeing one. Yeah, it would be upside down from this piece. So I got one of them. Where's it go? On the Endstop side, on the opposite the Endstop side, third one down, right there. Like so. Maybe I got it. Maybe I got it. Opposite the inside side, third one down. See, that one would be upside down. Right? You see, these are turned the opposite direction. So I need another one of those. That's no big deal. Okay, what are we doing? Ricky Tanner, you missed the very first section, but tomorrow is going to be the main event. I can feel it. Tomorrow, I think we'll have all of this built and cabled up, and maybe see it move. And then maybe Thursday, because the next part we build the extruder. Maybe Thursday, we'll print a benchy. And that will be amazing. But I think that's good. We went 2 hours tonight. We got a lot of Snappy built. We got a lot of subs for Walter. We're gonna get even more tomorrow. I can feel it. We're gonna get Walter to 1,000. I know we are. So, thank you everyone for joining. Legs of a transformer. You remember GoBots? You remember they were the cheap transformer? All the metal cars that was stacked together? I had that thing. But that's exactly what that looks like. What's up, Benchy? All right, I think we're gonna cut it there. 2 hours. We built some Snappy. Tomorrow we'll start on the extruder. I will see you here at 6 o'clock my time, 7 o'clock Eastern. If you want to come back, I appreciate it. I need a few more cable chain pieces. I'll print those out. And we should be good to go. We're going to build this. We're going to get it done. I know it. I have faith in us. All right? See ya. See ya, Sean. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it. Hasbro has Reds for GoBots. There you go. Gainesville tomorrow evening. Okay. Excellent. Later all. I'll see you tomorrow. I will be punctual at 6 o'clock.